Hey, it's Joe and Rick from Joe and Rick Our Life in Pics on Instagram and Joe and Rick Our Life in Video on YouTube. Oh, okay. One thing that you're probably gonna figure out from a lot of these videos is that I am pretty extroverted and Rick is not very extroverted at all. He's very introverted. And I'm kind of shocked that we haven't gotten more people commenting and saying things like, why don't you ever let Rick talk? But trust me when I tell you, that's definitely how we balance each other out.
I have no issue sitting back and letting him take the lead. And that's how
yeah, I about answered that for him.
So.
And every couple kind of has their jobs, and that's just, I don't know. It's not that I'm trying to take over for him, but
it's definitely a balance.
So the last video that we did, we talked about a little bit about how we met. It was kind of the Cliff Notes version, but we've been together since 1998, which is 20 years, going on 21.
Yeah.
And we've been married since September of 2014. Just to put that into perspective, the internet wasn't really, I mean, it was around but it wasn't what it is today. There weren't dating apps. People weren't, meeting online in the way that they do now. I mean, really, if you met somebody, typically it was done at a bar.
At a bar, right.
Or at least from our experience
or
through friends or whatever,
right.
But it wasn't, you didn't have the access to things like the apps and all of that now. So we really had to put in the work to even meet. We come from a time that gay was not celebrated. Nothing about it was celebrated. Everything was very kind of hush-hush. People didn't want to talk about it. We've gone through every term that you could possibly think of for husband, boyfriend, partner, longtime companion, roommate, friend, lover back in the early days. And
that might have been before us.
Maybe. And here we are now where we're actually finally able to say husbands and
be proud of it.
And be proud of it. But sometimes it's even a little bit of a shock to us when somebody, uses it and it's a little unexpected. So anyhow, that's kind of an interesting experience for us. I mean, just because it's like you're ingrained your entire lives to kind of hide that part of you. And, we're at a point now where we spent the first half of our relationship really kind of hiding that or keeping it kind of on the hush and not really being so open. Yeah. We were open with family and we were open with friends.
But having to keep everything else muffled.
We've always been out to our family and friends, but we just not
that was about it
to the public at large in the way that we are now. So when we first started out with our Instagram accounts, we each had separate accounts. But we were always kind of fighting over who gets to post what photo because we spend so much of our time together. We're really together. If we're not working, we're typically together. Like our lives are really pretty connected.
Yeah, very connected.
We, maybe 6 months or, I don't know, it was quite a while ago, we decided that we would join our Instagram account so that way we're no longer fighting over what we share. When we merged our accounts, we decided to kind of challenge ourselves. Instead of having every one of our photos be two people with just a background behind us, we wanted to put images out there, sharing our lives and sharing photos of a long-term, gay, loving couple. When we were growing up, we never saw anything like that. We never saw gay couples that, well, I mean, there wasn't social media, but we just didn't really see images like that. I mean, we wanted to share that side of our lives. We wanted to share images of us just living our daily life, but, showing that we love each other and that we have fun together and that we work out together and
that we're no different than anyone else.
Just like everybody else.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I mean, that's kind of really it. We're just like everybody else. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you again for watching and supporting and following us on Joe and Rick Our Life in Pics and Joe and Rick Our Life in Video on YouTube. Bye. Just some personal information, I guess. Is that dumb?
No.
Personal information? It makes it sound like I'm going to give my social security card now.
And my social number is...
Age?
Sure. Age? 38.
That's a lie.
What about
Okay.
you? Where were you born and raised at?
Well, you know.
Well, you know what, Rick, you know, and then I don't mean to repeat it.
You already know. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska.
How many years total?
I moved here in 91. Permanently. So 27.
So I was in like 7th grade.
I doubt it. I don't think
I was in like
7th grade.
11.
What year did you graduate?
95.
Oh, so you weren't.
No, you were.
Oh, you actually would have been like.
You were 18 when you moved back, or 19.
Yeah, no, I was 18 when I moved
Right.
back.
Is that what?
How about you tell everybody, like, what do you do for work? Like, where do you work? Why don't you tell everybody what you do for? That's not bad. That's not good.
For a living.
No.
What do you do for a living?
Okay.
Ma'am?
And what do you do for a living?
And what do you do? Do what?
What type of work do you do?
I work in insurance at a surgery center.
Okay.
What do you do?
And
Or a living?
I'm a massage therapist. I've worked at a chiropractic office for 22 years.
I've been at my job for 15.
Well done.
Well done, you.
Well done. Yeah, well,
Like, do you
I don't
know?
know. Is there
It's
anything
like,
else? There's
I
not
don't know
really
that I
anything
feel. Is it
else.
hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Should I get one of
It's
those?
humid.
No. You're done.
All right.
You're fine. Stop.
Don't cuss.
Fudge.
Anyhow, I'm not hot. So, I really don't want that.
No, after receive, I don't like the word receive. After what we got, like, kind of bring it
Well,
down.
God sounds stupid.
That's what I was saying.
I know. Because you're dumb. Okay. After we started getting a bunch.
A bunch.
A bunch. You're stupid.
We're from the South.
We are from the South. Messages, stop. Don't make me laugh. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to do it now. That's stupid. It's really dumb. Okay. One of the questions we get asked the most is, which one are you? And like, who's who, that sort of thing. And for the record, I'm Joe.
And I'm Rick.
Okay, so that's settled.
And if we goof, it's fine. We'll just keep moving, and then like you can just
I don't care.
do the video stuff. Where
Yeah,
you
yeah,
someone
yeah.
else.
Okay.